All right, what's up, everybody? Christopher Leon Johnson here. So I'm doing another video. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube page, and I want to make a quick video heading home. Just saw something recently on YouTube, on Twitter, or they call X, with Kevin O'Leary, who is one of the biggest, richest people in the world, who owns a lot of companies, Canadian guy who does a lot of business in the city of New York. And he was crying, I think it was on Fox Business, or one of those, I think on MSNBC, one of those business channels that only caters to the rich and powerful. And he was complaining about Zohran Madani, saying that like, Madani, me and my people reached, Kevin and his people reached out to Madani's people, and they wanted a meeting, and Madani ghosted him. Madani gave him the finger. Madani didn't want to give him the time of day. Just like how he knew who was Jessica Tish's father, and and he gave him the finger. He didn't literally give him the finger, but he ignored him. But people in New York, we give him the finger. It's like silently give someone the middle finger, when you just completely ignore them and act like they don't exist. When it comes to James Tisch, and I'll make this clear, I don't like talking this stuff, but I'll make this clear about James Tisch. James Tisch is one of the richest people in the city. He's one of the biggest donors in the city politics, and his daughter is the commissioner of NYPD. And people have to understand about James Tisch is that no matter who wins the mayor race, even Madani, James Tisch is going to find his way to buy his daughter a top position in the city, like he always does in every administration. I think that Madani should remove Jessica Tisch. She's a Nepo baby, and that's all she is. She has no real experience, just to be a Nepo baby who's backed by a lot of money. And the reason that the media is backing this lady is because of the fact that she is backed by a lot of money, and they feel that if they defend her and put her in a good light, they'll get a piece of that money. So you gotta understand, when it comes to Jessica Tisch and the way the media and all these grifters are protecting her, making like she's doing a great job for the city as a commissioner of New York City Police Department, is nothing but a farce. Myself in media, myself in politics, I know this stuff, that there's a lot of people that they'll do anything for a paycheck. Even that means defending people that shouldn't be defended in this stuff. They'll just fucking do it because they got a paycheck, they got a fucking bank account or safe somewhere, and they can just give me some money. New York City in a nutshell. So going forward, that's what's going on here. Now I want to make this a quick video because I really want to explain something here to a lot of people. This is kind of personal. A personal topic, and I want to make this clear because I don't want to make people feel that like, yo, I'm gonna do this. I think people like, oh, Chris is saying this, Chris saying that. I want to make this clear. I think I said this a few months ago that myself is the person that works hard for my money. I work hard for my money. No matter what I do, I work hard for it. I work hard for it to enough that I get something to eat. Like in the Bible says, a man don't work, man shall not eat. That's in the Bible. A man will work, man will eat. Let's make that clear. In the Bible, it does not say that just because you had a bad life and a bad past, you deserve to eat. You deserve to be felt sorry for because you had a fucked up life. I don't believe in that type of stuff. I don't think my life was the best. It's the perfect. It's the best. I wish it was better. Wish it was better than the past. I mean, probably better right now. But I'm never gonna ever in my life use or exploit my past or weaponize my past failures and faults to justify leeching on people and justifying doing things to people that are fucked up. I will never do that. I'm a man of, I hold myself accountable for my own actions in the present time. If I commit an action, I will never ever use my past traumas or faults or people, what people call it, their past triggers, what they call it, to justify my actions, right? People knew what happened to me in 2023 when me and a lot of guys, we chased around Liga Galapo with Chinatown, and to the point that I threatened her, and I got kicked off Community Board 8, and I lost my press pass for a month. I think that's part of the reason why I can't get it now, but that's kind of a long story. I'll figure it out on the 8th of August. I got a trial. Not relating to this, but I got my application denied, and I know what's going on here. But that's something where I'm doing my best to make it right with her and make it right with a lot of people I've done dirty. But I will never, ever say that, because what happened to me about in my teenage years or my toddler years and none of all those years, I think that really irrelevant, is the reason that I did that to Ligia, right? And it's this is nothing about her, but this is like a big lesson here, right? I will never ever use my past to weaponize or justify what I do to people or the bad things I do to people, or people might say is bad, right? Because people say I did a good thing of calling shit out, but people might say it's bad that I did that. All right. But I'm not saying, look, if I'm saying, Jim, I do certain things. I say, like today, I want to put my foot on this bench, right? People will say that's a good thing you did to tie your shoe, but people might say it's bad because it's nasty. People have their perceptions, right? But I want to make this clear that today, while getting my food from my Burger King, it was fast food. Walked inside the store. Yeah, this homeless guy, I think it was a homeless guy, saw me. I went to the counter. He didn't do shit. So I went to the counter. I had my credit card, and I whipped out my card, bought some food with it. The guy came up to me and asked me and said, "Hey, can you spare some money?" I said, "No." I said, "Look, I don't have no money spare." So usually majority of time homeless people, when, like, especially in my neighborhood, when they get the word no, or people say they don't have, they just move along. They just move on. Really move on. And but I know nothing happened, but today was really, like, this moment, really weird shit that happened. So when I was sitting down, usually there's two sides of the store, like there's one side for one store, one side the other store. And I sat down on the other side of the store. So this homeless guy, I think he got mad because I shut him down like a second after he asked for the actual money. He decided to go by the garbage can by me and gave me a dirty look. And then he pulled out some food, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you got food, why the fuck you asking? In my head, I'm like, why you asking for money? Then he came on my side where I was sitting at and went to the other garbage can and started looking at me. I looked at him, I was like, I know this guy's trying to start stripping me like this because I shut him down the second after he asked for money, and he gave me a dirty look. And then it's like he walked over to my space and said some underhand funny shit to me, and then he went back to his spot. So I'm making this video because I want to make this clear, right? That I work hard for my money, and I make this clear to a lot of people. I work hard for my money. Just like everybody else work hard for their money. When I do things for people and they pay me for what I do, I appreciated it because I know that I worked for that money. It might be $25, might be $50, might be $100, might be $5, whatever money they want to give me, right? I work for that money. Who the hell are people out here in this world to try to make other people make people that work hard for their money feel bad because they don't want to give out at least a dime or a quarter to that person just because they are asking for it, where they ain't doing nothing to prove why or show real proof why or produce something to where they deserve that dollar. Just because you breathe on this earth doesn't mean that you deserve something. And this is the problem with New York City, is where when you have a city council and a mayor's office, and a public advocate office, and a controller's office, and a borough president's office, and all these nonprofits like mainly Vocal New York, because the main one that weaponized, that allowed this type of shit to happen. Where if I was to get attacked by this guy just for saying no for $1 or 25 cents, and if I would be in a hospital for this stuff, I'll be the bad guy, and then they'll make that guy to the fucking victim, and they'll probably give this guy a fucking job at Vocal New York, and they'll give him all the awards and proclamations and gala highlights and all this shit they'll give this guy just for being a piece of shit. And this is a problem with New York City, is that the problem with New York City in general is that I was at a Popeye. I got Burger King, Popeyes on Utica Avenue. The problem is that there's people in this city, it's 12:55 right now, there's people in this city that feel like they don't have to work. And I'm not talking about like get a fucking like a legal job, like a job where you get a paycheck, or because some people can't get it because they garnish wages, they wages garnished, right? It happens. And I don't fault anybody for that who want to work under the books. But like there's people that work under the books, but they're working, they're busting their ass for their money, they get paid, and that's it. Now, the problem with the city in general, and this has been going on for fucking decades, and it's because of these nonprofits, these corrupt nonprofits like Vocal New York and Make the World New York and New York Community for Change and Housing Works and all these homeless nonprofits and all this shit, all these fucking nonprofits and these elected officials who get intimidated by these nonprofits because the people that's on the boards and shit like that, they frown on people that really bust their ass to get to where they at, that really put the blood, sweat, and tears and investments into their life to make their lives better for themselves and their families, or the same, or just do enough to put the bacon on the table. And this is the fucking problem here. This is a fucking city where they allow and they champion people that don't produce shit for the city of New York, don't produce anything for the city of New York, don't produce anything for their community, don't produce anything for their neighborhoods, don't produce anything for their boroughs, don't produce anything for anybody, but just lower property values and making everybody uncomfortable. And this is the shit and making everybody feel bad when they don't want to, like, let's say today I make $250, right? There are people out there that say like, yo, they see you whip out $250, they say, yo, I can't, give me $20 out of shit. For what? Why should I give you fucking what? Because you're a fucking homeless person, or you're a homeless person with mental illnesses, and you had and you did certain things in your past that you should never done in your fucking past, and now because of shit you done in your past, it's fucking bitten you in the ass with mental illnesses and fucking like homelessness. Like I bust my ass for my money, I should give you a fucking piece of that. And if I don't, I'm the fucking bad guy. But this is what's going on here. You got these nonprofits like Vocal New York and all these nonprofits. What they do is they fucking incentivize and they champion those type of people that just say like they should get money because they fucking breathing. They should get a fucking paycheck because they had a fucking bad past. Oh, they're a convicted felon, so they should get a fucking paycheck. They mentally ill, so they should get a fucking paycheck. Yeah, I understand there's people that are mentally ill. There's people that are mentally ill and they can't even do anything, and they deserve SSI and all that shit. I get it, but there's people that are just fucking crazy. They're just fucking evil fucking people, and they deserve and they should get a fucking check because they fucking evil. But this is what's going on here. You got this completely government where they fucking champion and they fucking celebrate people that don't do anything for society but make it fucking worse for everybody else, like Vocal New York bozos, like fucking Douglas Powell, and they champion these people, while people that really bust their ass for their money, they get scrutinized, they get laughed at. And today it's something where it's like, today I was like, yo, I know this guy's trying to do, I'm not gonna cave to this bullshit. But today I'm gonna walk out and make a fucking video about this. I was just in Burger King. I said, yo, this is the fucking problem here, because you got people that Because like they have to be out here because the homeless shelters won't let them stay in their shelter all day, so they gotta be somewhere to stay inside where it's cold and the stores allow it because they don't want it. They scared of getting stabbed or slashed or poked with a needle, and they allow these guys and gals to congregate in these fucking establishments, and all they do is give everybody a hard time. They make everybody uncomfortable. And I'm sympathetic to the homeless. I'm sympathetic to the homeless because I care about homeless people. I'm real sympathetic. I'm real sympathetic to I care about the homeless people. I care about when homeless people get the people that are good people who is trying to they self to stay out of trouble and not do what these other people be doing, begging for money and giving everybody a hard time and stalking people and stalking around people. I care about that because I was out there a few years ago when one of the homeless people got killed by some maniac, and I was out there staying with the homeless organizations with fucking Shams the Baron out all fucking people. So it's just with him. It's just like with this shit's going on. I think, like I said, last night I made a rant about Sandy Nerves. I said, look, until we get to the table and say, look, we gotta change certain things around, nothing's gonna change. Because you're gonna have people out there that they feel that just because they're breathing, they deserve a paycheck. They deserve to get paid. And it doesn't work like that. I bust my ass my money, and that's it. Just because you're breathing doesn't mean you get a fucking paycheck. If you don't, like I said, the Bible says, man don't work, man don't eat, and that's the fucking truth. So I make that clear. Like I said, I don't care. You're not gonna make me feel bad because I don't want to give you a fucking dollar. If I make $20 and I get changed back for I spent $18 and I get back $2, I wouldn't give you a fucking dollar. I'll give a person a dollar who fucking bust their ass. If a person's out there fucking playing jazz or they rapping or they fucking selling mangoes, I'd rather give them a fucking dollar or the $2 out of my name because they fucking working. Man don't work, man don't eat. Let's make that clear. Fuck all this like championing and putting lazy people on fucking pedestals. No more. Take care. Happy Tuesday. Later.